Authorities are investigating the death of possibly hundreds of native eels dumped on a riverbank in Hawke's Bay. During the Hawke's Bay Regional Council's routine flood control work, diggers cleared tons of mud from agricultural drains, but they appear to have also scooped up the eels in the process. The Ministry for Primary Industry stepped in after locals complained and posted a video of the dead eels on Facebook. Here's Hawke's Bay reporter Anusha Bradley with the story.
So this was dumped by a truck who had brought it from the other side of the river.
This is dumped by a tick.
You can smell them, eh?
He's alive.
Just alive, eh?
Yes, they come out.
You get them in the water.
Nathaniel Sker's video of the eels dumped on the banks of the Tutaikuri River near Puketapu, east of Napier, has angered locals. Mr Sker says he was shocked at what he found.
There was just a huge pile of mud, which I'd estimate to be between 3 and 6 tons of mud. The closer you got, the clearer it was that there were just dead eels around the size of about 30 centimetres, just everywhere around the area, and also you could see them, they were trying to escape from the mud, so they'd obviously cooked in it. I was shocked to begin with. I just thought, what an awful, cruel thing to do to these creatures, to these animals.
He says he rescued about a dozen eels, and his whānau later returned to save hundreds more.
As soon as they hit the water, they swam away, and they were, back to their normal life. I wish that we had had time to do more, and that we'd had more people there to help us get more. But I understand my cousin, he had saved about 300 to 600 that afternoon, so they'd been going all day.
Hawke's Bay Regional Council spokesperson Chris Dolly says the council's been clearing mud from drains with slotted diggers for years, which acts like a sieve, allowing eels to escape if they're caught up.
Quite an unusual number of eels in this particular episode, and there are steps in place to minimise the impact on eels, and obviously in this case that wasn't enough, and we need to do more.
The Director of Environment and Natural Resources for Ngāti Kahungunu Iwi, Naio Tiuka, says he was appalled to learn of the practice and the council may have broken the law.
Recreationally, each individual is allowed to take 6 eels a day. In this instance, it's over 6 eels, and they don't have a customary permit to take over that amount, nor is there a commercial permit to harvest eels.
He says there are ways to stop eels being hurt.
Like use electric fishing to clear the area of eels or any native species, which is a standard practice. I believe they're going to divert a stream for other major projects like road realignment.
MPI's Fisheries Manager Mike Green says the incident is concerning and they're looking at whether the council had an appropriate permit.
We get a lot of these sort of incidents where groundworks, the transmission gully for example, is going ahead at the present time. When they're aware that there is fish or eels of that type, they can get what's called a special permit to remove those eels. We're just making checks at the moment on a number of factors in relation to that, and we'll likely speak to the council and to the worker himself.
Emeritus fisheries scientist Don Jellyman says the ecological impact of removing so many eels from a single place could be significant, and as they're very slow growing, it could take a decade to replace them. The Regional Council says it's investigating alternative methods and all drainage work is halted until a review is carried out. In Napier for Checkpoint, Anusha Bradley.